This is Grade 7, Language, Week 31. Day 1, Box 1. Declarative, interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. Now, this sentence is an unusual one because it is actually two types of sentences. One, it is a command. So think about which type of sentence is a command because it's telling the gentleman, you can't fight in here. But it is also, look at the end mark, the exclamation point. Think about what kind of sentence that would make it. Day 1, Box 2. Make the following singular nouns plural. Mouse. So if you have one mouse, you have two. And this is an unusual way of making it a plural, so here's a hint, don't just automatically put an S at the end. Day 1, Box 3. Circle the misplaced modifier and draw an arrow to where it should be located. Her only employee is a pleasant young woman with a nose ring named Rebecca. I'll give you a hint. The name Rebecca is in the wrong place. Think about where it should be. Here's a little thing. It's not, the nose ring isn't named Rebecca. Day 1, Box 4. Circle the word with the more positive connotation. Remember, that's the emotion behind it, how you care. Denotation is the dictionary definition. Fussy, whiny. This one is a tough one, so you might have to really think about how those two words are used. Day 2, Box 1. Fragment, run-on, or sentence. A fragment is when you do not have a complete sentence or thought or idea. Run-on is when you have two sentences or more in one, where you should have had periods or semicolons, and then a sentence is your regular everyday sentence. This is your hat, isn't it? Day 2, Box 2. Add punctuation to make this sentence correct, and there are 3 punctuation marks in this. Samuel is an active member of the National Rifle Association, NRA. I'll give you a hint. There will be parentheses. There will be parentheses in this sentence. Day 2, Box 3. What is the meaning of the underlined word? The water from the faucet will trickle until the plumber fixes it. Remember, always try to come up with the answer before you look it up, and then if you have difficulty, you may look it up. Day 2, Box 4. Find the word that is misspelled and spell it correctly. She had a proposition for everyone. This is kind of a trick question, so look it over very carefully. Day 3, Box 1. Write a synonym and antonym for the following word, rude. Once again, for the antonym, do not put not rude. Try to find a word that is an actual opposite of rude. Day 3, Box 2. Circle the correct homophone. Whose car is in the parking lot? Remember with the word whose, if you can separate it out into who is, it's WHO''S. For instance, who's going to take me to the park? Who is going to take me to the park? That makes sense, so it's WHO''S. If you use it in this sentence, whose cat is going to the vet? Who is cat is going to the vet? That does not make sense, so it's WHOSE. Day 3, Box 3. Complete the analogy. Fascinating is to interesting as crucial is to. So you look at your first 2 pairs of words. Fascinating is to interesting. How are those 2 words connected? Then you find a word that connects the same way to crucial. Day 3, Box 4. The cash register popped open with a heartwarming ka-ching. Okay, is this alliteration, like Sally sells seashells, where it has the same beginning sounds? Is it onomatopoeia with your sound words like boom, crash, zoom? Is it simile, which is comparing 2 unlike things with like, as, or than? Is it metaphor, comparing 2 unlike things without using like, as, or than? Is it irony, when you get the opposite of what you really expect, like a police officer pulled over for speeding? Is it personification, when you give something not human, human-like qualities, like the stars winked at me? Or is it hyperbole, which is exaggeration? I ate 17 pizzas last night. Day 4, box 1. I had trouble eating the hot soup. Okay, remember, adjectives describe nouns, so look for your nouns, person, place, thing, or idea, and then find words that describe them. Day 4, box 2. Circle the adverbs, and there is one. That cow is too loud for the other cows. So find your verbs for this one and see which word describes that verb. Or then find your adverbs. Are there any words that describe other adverbs? Or look for adjectives, words that describe the noun, and then is there a word that helps modify or helps describe that adjective? Day 4, box 3. Circle the correct pronoun. I, me, believe you are a terrific ball player. Remember, do them one at a time. I believe you are a terrific ball player. Me believe you are a terrific ball player. Which one would be correct to use as the subject in that sentence? Day 4, box 4. He smiled at the lovely woman as she walked by. Lovely, is it a noun, verb, adjective, adverb, or pronoun? Several of you automatically see that ly and automatically think, oh, it's adverb. I'll give you a hint. Try to see about what it's describing. What is that word lovely describing? Remember, if you have any questions, email me or contact me through LiveGrade.